Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Juicebox on the Rocks. This is Narilyn.
And this is Don,
Hey, welcome back. It is episode 2. If you guys made it here, thanks so much.
numero dos.
Numero dos with the most. Welcome back.
Today we're going to be covering our Spotify Wrapped, talking about that, doing a deep dive on what we got going on there. Mainly just, talking about music in general. But since today's episode will be so heavily music centric,
hmm
we thought we would introduce a new segment to the podcast, and that would be
Song
Song
of the
of the Week.
week.
Song of the Week.
Song of the week. Basically, how it's gonna go is that Don and I are gonna give each other and you guys a recommendation or let you guys know about what song has been on our repeat this week, and we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna react to it, and then we're gonna trade off and do the same thing. We're just gonna be a way for us to keep fresh on new music.
Maybe expand our horizons.
Exactly, yeah. So it's gonna be a good thing, especially with the context of this episode. You're gonna understand how much music means to me and Don, and we've mentioned it probably 80 million times by now, and it's only the second episode. We're excited for it. We hope you are too. And I guess without further ado,
Leggedy.
let's go. Yeah, all right.
Do you have a song of the week now?
I do, but I think you're more secure in your song of the week than I am, just because I've been painstakingly editing the last episode
That makes
on
sense. That makes
yeah,
sense.
in the most inefficient way possible for a couple of days now. So I've been just kind of chilling in my own headspace.
So my song of the week is Moon Shooter by Ab-Soul.
Okay.
The song is real smooth, real nice. It's Ab-Soul, so he's gonna bring some lyrics, some abstract metaphors, yada yada. It's just a all around very solid song. I love the mindset it puts me in, the feeling it gives me. I love it. It's a great song.
All right, cool. You said it was by Absol,
Ab-Soul, Moon
like the
Shooter.
Pokemon.
No, like the TDE recording artist.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. For those of us who don't know who that is, what kind of genre does it gonna normally cover?
That is rap, hip hop.
Oh, really? Okay, very
Yes,
cool.
yes.
All right, I'm actually gonna listen to it real quick. Alrighty, so I just gave a listen to it, and that's a pretty cool song, Don. I don't think I've ever heard of actually Absol, so I'll have to check him out a little bit more.
Yeah, he's a running mate of sorts, I guess you would say, of like Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, J Rock. They're all pretty much a collective.
The background recording is really nice in that song, and he has a nice flow.
No, yeah, it's just overall to me, it doesn't really have many flaws.
I like the imagery of like shooting for the moon and then the name of the song.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, that was a really cool song. Thanks for showing us, Don.
For sure.
All right, cool. Okay, my song of the week is the song "A Song About Being Sad" by Rex Orange County. You know the song, Don?
Oh, I don't actually.
You don't? Are you familiar with Rex Orange County?
I've heard of them.
I got you. Okay. I first got into one of the songs. I think the song was called "It's Not the Same Anymore," and he has kind of this like melancholy kind of way of singing or speaking. He just has really nice like instrumental, like electric guitar. And I first saw an acoustic version of it where he did it with a friend, and you can just kind of see the like emotions on his face as he's saying the words. But yeah,
I guess I can give that a listen. Okay, after giving that a listen, I think I really like that actually.
oh really?
I feel like it's one of those deceptively versatile songs, you know what I mean? You could be in the car, just cruising along, playing that, vibing out. You could be in the house doing whatever. You can have that on as like background music. Or you could just be like, laying in bed with the headphones on, vibing out, actually listening to the song and listening to what he's saying. It's I like it. It's the feeling, the guitar. It's a good song.
I'm really glad you like it. I think I found the song just kind of by accident. Like I said, I found the acoustic version of it first. I think he was doing a mashup, and I don't know. I just really like the way it sounds. It's very mellow. It's like the beginning is just kind of like, okay, what is this?
And it's funny, it's interesting that you found the acoustic version first because this is like the perfect acoustic song, right? It's simplistic enough where it really just has the guitar and the vocals.
Yeah, really, yeah. That's my song of the week. I recently found that song in one of his older like mixtapes, and I liked it a lot. Two of his other songs I really enjoy, and I think they've made it on my Spotify Wrapped both 2 years in a row.
Okay, for sure.
Speaking of Spotify Wrapped,
Ah,
Don, how did
speaking
yours
of,
go?
Spotify Wrapped is always an interesting time of year. It's a time of year like I kind of look forward to just to get a kind of summary of obviously I've been listening to the music all year, so I kind of know what I've been listening to.
Yeah.
But it's funny to like see that on paper, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've always thought, I was talking to my friend about this, and I was like, Spotify Wrapped is a genius marketing move.
Absolutely.
People love to hear about themselves.
Right.
To a lot of people, music is a very personal thing, and obviously, it's just a collection of your data throughout the year. So, like you said, like you normally would know what you're probably expecting, but it's cool to kind of see like the cold hard facts about something that you might enjoy maybe 8 hours a day at a job or something.
And it kind of puts people's guilty pleasures on blast too, and I fuck with
It
that.
definitely does. It definitely does. I had a friend this year that was like I did so embarrassing. I don't want to share it at all. I don't want to do it.
You know, you tell yourself you only listen to this every now and then, or you listen to this
Yeah, yeah.
song like
Ironically, yeah.
ironically, it's your number one song in the year, and like, okay, how ironic is that?
Dude, I feel that so much. How do you feel about your Spotify Wrapped overall this year? Do you feel like it was pretty accurate?
See, the thing with Spotify Wrapped is that I don't think it tracks data the way people think it tracks data.
Mm,
So personally, I'm one of those people who like I just like a bunch of songs and I put my liked list on shuffle and I skip through it when I, you know what I mean,
mm.
to what okay, I'll listen to this, I'll listen to the, you know what I mean. So it depends on the way they track data. So does it track it by minutes listened to of the song, or does it track it by simply click and play? You know what I mean? Because if it's simply just plays in and of itself and it doesn't have a threshold for how much of the song you have to listen to count as a play, then people like me, our stats are going to be kind of skewed
Okay.
because the songs I'm actually listening to differ from the songs that I'm skipping through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. That makes sense.
Inevitably, if that's the case, then songs from my liked songs are gonna end up on my Spotify Wrapped regardless. You know what I mean? But then again, that I'm not concrete on how the data is tracked. But for the most part, it seems to be pretty accurate. But in the past, I've had a couple guys, but this year is pretty accurate.
So that's kind of Spotify's like best kept secret is that they don't release how they collect the data. It's even ambiguous like what the actual data collection range of dates is. A lot of people say it's October, a lot of people say it's November, but we don't get it till like December, sometimes even
Right.
like late into December. It's kind of all over the place. So it's hard to kind of gauge what it means. I think it'd be cool to know like what affects your Spotify Wrapped.
And is there like a grace period? Like after the Spotify Wrapped comes out, are they tracking those songs?
So my overall impression of my Spotify Wrapped was I was kind of like, this is whack as hell. I was like, there's no way this stuff is accurate. I was looking through it and I was like, I don't feel like I listened to these songs that much. Like my top song, I was like, really? I was genuinely surprised by it. And normally I can tell because I'm one of those people who, if I like a song, I could play it 200 times in a row and not get sick of it. Like I had a year where I think it was last year that I had the song and it was my top song, and it said that I played it 190 times or something like that. No. It
You
said
beat the hell out of that song.
it said your top song of the year was this song. Like the most you've ever played it in one day is 190 times or something like that. And I was like, holy shit, dude, that's insane.
Play that shit again,
Play
DJ.
that shit again. Run that shit back.
Run that shit back.
So I'm one of those people who can listen to a song like over and over again. So I can kind of generally, I'm not like oblivious to the fact that I play it a bunch. I'm actually very aware of it. One time I got caught on Discord, and my buddy just messaged me because they're in Sweden. They're like the only one up, and they were like, "Hey, have you just been listening to the same song for the last hour?" And I was like, how do you know?" And they were like, "Yeah, your Spotify is linked to your Discord." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh
And I
my
definitely been
gosh.
listening to the same song over. It was just a funny song. It was just like a song that I was listening to, like, kind of ironically too. Like one of those, like, oh, I'm listening to it ironically,
Yeah,
but
see, my top song from this year, I only listened to it 78 times total.
really,
Yeah.
wow.
I listen to so much music though. I can't just like stick with one song. I have I have phases, right? I'll listen to one song constantly for like a week and then it'll kind of die off and it'll kind of pick back up and then it'll kind of die off and it'll kind of pick back up. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah, yeah,
goes in like waves. And in the downtime I'll be listening to another song. You know what I mean?
for sure. And like I think, and I was gonna say like maybe that's the reason why I felt like my Spotify was kind of inaccurate in some spots, because I do tend to do that too, where I like have a week where I listen to the same two songs over and over again, and then like the week after I will hyperfixate on different songs. So
Right.
it could be that like I previously listened to a song like way back at the end of the last year and I hadn't realized it, and that just didn't happen to hit any other song more than that because I kept changing up like the lineup. But
Mm.
I think it's just been so long that I was just like, really, I played this song that much? But yeah, let's get into it, Don. How many total minutes did you get this year, Don?
Okay, let us see here. Total minutes. I have 61,279.
Okay.
I think it said that's like 95th percentile. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty high.
Okay. I think I had it somewhere around there. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay. I
Yeah.
had actually I was pretty close to you too. This year I hit to 69,251 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, it says that's more than 96% of other listeners in the United States.
You beat me out by 1%.
By 1%, sir. The 1%. You love to hate us.
Crazy.
So yeah, it was pretty close actually. I think that's actually, I feel kind of like I had a year where I hit 120 some thousand minutes, and so whenever I see something that's not that, I'm always like, dang, I'm a fucking mess.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at when it says 95 or 96% more than the regular population, you know what I mean? That's high as fuck. You wouldn't even stop to think like, oh yeah, 95% of the general population or the people who are on Spotify don't listen to as much music as I do. It's kind of a crazy stat.
Dude, I just had I just had that realization right now.
Right.
Even though we both just literally said it. Listen to more Spotify than 95% and 96%. And I'm just like, what? That's it? It's all it takes?
Yeah.
That's all it takes? Think about
that's
crazy.
Like 60,000 hours, or hours, oh my gosh.
60,000 oh my god,
60,000 minutes, and you're closer to 70,000. Like, if you do the math on that.
Let's do the math. What is that math? Let me see. I typed in 60 minutes and days. And then I was confused by the result. That's 41 days, dude.
That's 41 days.
41 days straight of music. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
It is crazy. You know, it's weird because once you hit that threshold, you're like, man, what happened? Why did I cut like 50,000, 40,000 minutes? But you're right. That in itself is already a huge amount of time to be listening to music, and that's all it took was 60,000. All it took for us just to hit 60,000, and we're like 95, 96. That's crazy.
Right. That's a month and a half of like day in, day out music just playing nonstop.
God damn, that's like you're really trying to avoid some personal thoughts for sure. For sure, dude.
Avoidance like a motherfucker.
I had a couple of rough years where I was just like, I woke up, boom, Spotify right away. I had to have something playing. Like,
what recently, are you running from?
Everything, man. Recently I've been doing like different platforms like YouTube or podcasts. I'm watching YouTube or whatever, so it's a little bit more mixed up, and I think that's part of the reasons why my minutes cut down so much. But that is a lot of time. I guess in perspective, it is actually a decent amount of time.
Yeah,
I'm just competitive.
Trying to get to that 100.
I was trying to get to 100, man. Now that I think about it,
I listen to the most music.
When I'm remembering now, I think it did say like that's more than like 90 whatever. It's like you like with 1% or 2%.
Yeah, I think that happened to me too when I had a year where I listened to like close to that amount because of the I was working a job where we were allowed to listen to music throughout our shift, so I was listening to music throughout an 8-hour shift constantly. You know what I mean?
That year that happened, I was working this job and it was just really crazy. And I was like, you know what? I had this 808 speaker I still have now. And I would play all times of the day at work for sure. I was playing music, but then also, like I said, I would wake up in the morning, boom, Spotify's on. And then I'd never drive without music ever. I do not move without music.
Wake up in the morning. Do you want to be?
Yes. A distraction, baby.
Yeah.
If I'm in the car and my music's not playing, we're not going anywhere. I don't care if I'm late. I don't care what's going on. I have to have music.
And it's gonna be loud. It's in the car. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, dude. When I don't ever realize how loud it is, until sometimes I had to get out of my car to check something, and I'm just like, holy shit, you can hear every word from outside of the car.
I know for a fact I listen to music loud as fuck. When I get to go to like stop signs or like intersections or whatnot, I intentionally turn it down so I'm not like rattling other people's cars.
Come on, Don. At that point, that's the prime time to rickroll somebody. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, but I don't want to be inconsiderate,
Oh, okay, fair enough. You're a nicer guy than me for sure.
I could just go to the stop line, doom, 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 doom. I listen to some hard shit sometimes, so you know what I mean. It gets kind of obnoxious.
Sure, fair enough. I got you. That's a really nice thing, though. I don't think I've ever even considered that. I generally try to blast it up so I can be like, yeah, I'm this kind of person that listens to this music. Yeah, that's right. I actually remember when I was living with two of our mutual friends, but also like two of my like very best friends too, Colin and Jeremy. When I lived with them at the apartment that we lived in, we would go out to eat or we'd go out to the movies or whatever, and we'd always be rolling up in Jeremy's car, and the song "Never Gonna Give You Up" had a lot of personal significance to us in our friendship. It wasn't just a Rickroll thing, but like we genuinely really love the song. And Jeremy and I actually sat down and wrote a rewrite or like a remix of it. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was insane. We got off work. It was 2 a.m. at the very minimum because we worked at that job still.
Motherfuckers delirious.
Yep. And we get home and I think something dramatic just happened. Yeah, so we're playing. Well, you guys are getting a lot of backstory in a very short amount of time. We're just a quick fire it out. We were playing a D&D session or D&D game, and something happened to Colin's character, and me and Jeremy wanted to like help Jeremy write how he would like talk about his character or whatever.
Is he a bard?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. That's why
What?
I had alpha out. Yeah. So
Oh,
Jeremy's
you were
character,
the bard.
I was a bard. Yes. So
Okay,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Everyone at home is so confused. I'm trying to figure out how to like dissect this so it's like easily like comprehensible, but I don't think there's a way. Dungeons and Dragons.
Unless we dive,
But
right?
anyway, the long and short of it is that me and Don are nerds. We're nerds. We're music nerds. We're
Yeah.
nerds. We're nerds of different types. We're music nerds. We're also like dad joke, stupid joke, kind of funny, kind of nerdy humor jokes, kind of nerds. Wow, that was a good sentence. Wow. I knew where I was going. I was lost several times.
Nerds like the candy.
We were nerds. We were nerds gummies.
Yeah.
But we're also like gamers. We're big tabletop fans too. And one of the games that we really like playing together is Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, sir.
I always gotta say like that because I feel like if I don't say it ironically, it
sounds too nerdy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. The Dragons. But anyway, I wanted to help Jeremy like do tribute to Colin's character in games. So it was 2 o'clock when we got off, maybe 2:40 when we got home, and by the time we were actually sitting down to write, it was like past 3 o'clock, and we're sitting there and we're just like, okay, so all right, so never gonna give you up, never gonna. So we're just sitting there and we're just like genuinely dissecting the lyrics. We're trying to rewrite everything. We're like, what about this? What about this instead? And so
like it's in the studio.
Exactly, dude. We were just sitting there at that coffee table that was like literally hanging on by duct tape. And I think the next morning, Colin was like, "What were you guys doing? Why did I hear Never Gonna Give You Up at 4 o'clock in the morning?" Anyway, that song had a lot of significance to our friendship. So we would constantly like pass the aux cord around when we were driving in Jeremy's car. For a while there, Jeremy didn't have a driver's license, so I would be the driver. So I would purposely like slow roll, and then they would blast the songs, and we would just try to basically rickroll everybody we saw on the street. So that's very nice of you, very nice of you to be like considerate of people's time and feelings and ears. So we were definitely like, no, we're here. Listen up, listen to the song. It's a good song.
Slap my ass like a drum.
Is that what you listen to?
No, I'm just saying. Imagine playing that on the street.
You're right.
Mouth wide open. Nah.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Damn, y'all. We gotta update the rating of this podcast.
But no, did you want to hop into the top artist or your top song?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, my top song. I did not expect it, but it's what it is. You know, I'm working in retail. My excuse is I'm working in retail. You know, they had to play like general top 40 or whatever just to kind of like not be too offensive on the store speakers or whatever.
Right.
The song that I had most in the year was... Why did I suddenly forget the name of the song? That's why I don't believe it's real. Hold on, let's see.
Don't even remember that bitch.
Yeah, it was Stuck With You by Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande?
Yeah, Ariana Grande did. I know. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I played that much, but Stuck With You, Ariana Grande, played it 146 times.
I feel like Ariana Grande is one of those artists that people don't listen to as much as the numbers say.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird because like everybody knows Ariana Grande, but I don't know too many people that are like, "What are you listening to?" Oh, I'm listening to this song by Ariana Grande right now. I don't really get that much.
I feel like the only song of hers I really liked that much was Positions. Positions was a good song.
See, I know that song, but I also don't know how that song goes, even off the top of my head. So
aside from the older stuff, but that's the one. Damn, see now I'm blanking out.
Oh man, fake fan, dad. Come on, this is good.
Oh, where it's like it starts off. I'm not about to do this. Hold up. She's singing. I'm not. You make me fucking bust out the vocals and shit.
Come on, Don. Let's go. I know you got it.
Heaven, yeah.
Heaven is what you said?
Heaven sent you to me. Yeah.
Is that how it goes? Really?
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Oh shit! Okay, I guess I don't know something. I think I've seen
positions for you.
Oh, that's right. You're right. You got it. See, I just needed you give me a little more, Don. I was just trying to.
Yeah, I gotta give you the little hook before I sign my record deal.
Indeed. Do you know the song "Stuck With You"?
No, I don't actually.
Shit. Now I'm blanking on it. What do we do? This is just us experiencing dementia.
Right.
Live on podcast.
You know they do say ADHD displays dementia-like symptoms.
Oh Lord, dude! I don't know what I'm gonna do when I actually hit real dementia. It's gonna be. That's what this podcast is here for. We're gonna look back and be like, "Who is this person talking?"
Wait, we had a podcast.
We had a podcast. Who's that? So, song "Stuck With You." It goes like, So go ahead and draw me in. You know that song?
No, I couldn't even catch the rhythm when you were doing it. I was like, okay, I'm nodding my head and shit.
It's like, fuck, I don't.
I don't think I've actually heard the
Are
song.
you sure? Okay, yeah. Okay, it goes like, fuck. Why does this keep happening, dude? Oh my god. Shit, dude. Oh my god. You guys didn't hear it because I definitely cut it out, but I definitely tried singing it and all I said is the same words over and over again. Oh shit. But yeah, see, how the hell was that my top song? I don't even know the fucking chorus. Come on,
Hey,
man.
I don't understand it, but I've definitely had times where my
It's a
number one song
science.
definitely wasn't my number one song.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely there's songs I remember listening to and being like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my top song. Because I kept coming back to it and I would like take a break from it, cycle in new songs, I'd still come back to the same song and I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna be my top song. A
Mm.
contender at least. And I'm like, Ariana Grande? I listened to like one song from her. Well, it's two songs now. That's the Christmas season. Santa Tell Me.
I'm not a person to talk to about Christmas music. That's the bane of my existence.
Really, is that really the case?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, there's a few Christmas songs. I work in a grocery store, so I hear so much music. They play it as soon as November hits. I
bro.
swear to God, it's
And
like
right after, right, like not even they play it in Thanksgiving season, bro.
they don't even wait. They're just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Hello?
Knock it off.
Can you guys just chill out for a second?
I think my biggest issue with Christmas music isn't the music itself because a lot of it isn't terrible. I don't like it, you know what I'm saying, for the most part.
Yeah.
But like it's the fact that there's like 10 Christmas songs and they recycle those same 10 Christmas songs. Like, please make something original and good.
So you're
You know
telling
what I
me you
mean?
haven't heard Kendrick Lamar's version of All I Want for Christmas?
See,
I'm joking. I'm joking, dude.
nah, see, I'm just gullible enough to look that shit
Oh
up.
my
Don't do
goodness,
that.
that's so funny. Imagine if
Not,
he did though.
that I don't know why I feel like you could find some shit like that because musical artists just do random shit sometimes.
They really do, and like Christmas music is so easy to sell. Like,
Right.
cause come the fuck on, dude. The amount of times I've ever just had to hear Silent Night, I want to make it my Silent Night. I want to just see sixes. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Bro, that George Michael Christmas song,
Which one's that?
you know what song I'm talking about.
Which one is it?
Uh fuck, I'm blanking on the lyrics.
Dude, this is just shit, dude. This is why we need
Oh
Spotify
man.
Wrapped because we don't remember anything.
See, okay, now I gotta look it up.
So because I work in a grocery store, I hear so much music all the time, and it starts so early, and it just doesn't end until literally day of. Sometimes even after January, and I'm like, hello, hello, guys,
Right.
this is sacred times. Give it up, girl. Um, but no, our cold dead hands are on the fucking stereo speaker at blank grocery store Inc. and they will not let go until it's over. It's not over until it's over for them. It's just plays constantly. But there are only a few songs that I will tolerate. Santa Tell Me, Ariana Grande is kind of a fun upbeat one, just because it's a new song, like, exactly like you said. Like it's just the
Right.
same 12 songs. People keep remixing it and fucking
Yeah, it's tired.
yeah, exactly. That's why you could probably believe that Kendrick Lamar has a fucking remix of All I Want for Christmas Is
That's what
You.
I'm saying, bro. I would almost look forward to that.
That's crazy, dude. The All I Want for Christmas. Unfortunately, I do like that song. It's like probably my one exception for like of the all the songs I play all the time. That's probably the one that I will forgive. And
Right.
that's probably it. Why are we playing Silent Night? What is
Yeah.
going on, guys? Whose
It's just a
children are we
boring
rocking?
fucking song.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are we listening to, guys?
Like, okay, so they beat the fuck out of it, but I will tolerate the George Michael Last Christmas. Last Christmas I gave you
Is
my
it
heart.
is that by George Michael?
Yeah, that's it's Wham.
Is George Michael the one who sang Careless Whisper?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Fucking legend.
brother.
Fucking
Hell
legend.
yeah, brother.
I
Why am
always
I
used to say that's my
unbelievable?
dad.
That's
Not
Hulk Hogan or
no
George Michael?
George Michael.
Oh my
Not
god.
realistically, but just because he's a fucking goat.
He's so great. Wow. You know what? Unironically, Michael Bolton's music is pretty decent.
I've never listened to his actual music.
Really?
I've heard that one song, that one super popular song. I can't remember the name of it.
What is it? Are you talking about the song off of Hercules?
I don't know. I
Go the
think
distance?
it's the song that
Oh,
you see on like
when a
the
man loves a woman.
no
That one?
no I didn't even know that was him. Oh
That was it. That was him. Yeah.
yeah, he has a fucking soulful voice,
He
but
does.
for
It's
an old
actually
white
really
dude.
good. It's really
But
good. He's got that mullet white dude sound.
man, but it's that one song you see on like the late night infomercials. You know what I'm talking about?
What song is that? What is
Uh,
that?
See, now I gotta look that shit up.
Dude, this game is holy shit. This episode's brought to you by Google. Jesus
Right.
Christ. Michael Bolton. I knew him first off of you know who Lonely Island is?
Of course. Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah.
This is the tale. Yeah, that's my shit.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I found Michael Bolton. And I stumbled across his music because I was listening to he did the demo for Hercules' Go the Distance.
Mm.
And it's actually pretty decent. And I kept listening to a bunch of other songs. And he did When a Man Loves a Woman. He did I Said I Love You But I Lied.
Oh, I just found it.
What is it?
Tell me, how am I supposed to live
without
you? Yeah.
Yes,
I've heard that,
sir.
but that's the only one I recognize as George Michael. I was about to say George Michael. Michael Bolton.
Yeah, Michael Bolton is actually pretty decent. I think unironically he has really great music. Really kills it.
For sure.
Michael Bolton should be my top fucking artist. Jeez.
I feel like that's a crazy top artist in 2022.
I have a mission for the new year.
Hey, I feel like you're still gonna fail low key just because it's so fucking unpredictable. Although mine was predictable as fuck.
Oh really? But yeah, so that was our top song. Let's go down on it
was your top song. I didn't get to mine.
Whoops, sorry, Don, you're just racing the podcast. Yeah, dude.
All right, now welcome back to my show.
Don said, tell me how you really feel. Don't tell me how you really feel.
Fucking kick me off the call.
Okay, Don, what was your top song?
So my top song is I guarantee you won't know it. I'm not gonna lie. Hipster Don in the build. Nah.
Oh my god, I thought that was the name of the song. I was like, oh shit, I heard that
song. No, it's a song called Bottle Wars. It's not by artists that are well known. It's a duo named Gold Haze and Pee Wee the Plug.
Yo, that's an amazing name. What the heck?
Yeah, no, he has a nice fucking name. He's from Chicago, or I'm guessing the duo is from Chicago. P is from Chicago. He's a part of another collective that I keep up with. They talk about basketball and a lot of stuff. They do their own thing. The main thing that they do as far as like work and whatnot is they talk about basketball, and I keep up with a lot of their stuff because I'm a big fan. And he makes music, and he's pretty fucking good at making music. He's a rapper. And Gold Haze is, from what I've seen, is a producer for the most part, and he's actually got some like pretty decent producing credentials. He's good at rapping too, and the song is just good in general.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, unfortunately, you were correct. I don't know that song, but someone with a name like that, probably worth checking out.
Oh, for sure. I feel like for my number one song, they were probably duking it out, because my number two,
really,
I felt like I listened to more than my number one, but I can think back and I was like, no, I beat the fuck out of number one.
That's so crazy. I'm over here like, what the hell is a chorus for Stuck With You by Ariana Grande?
Yeah, no, mine is pretty predictable.
Okay, yeah, I just definitely remembered why that song was on my number one. I think I played it for a day and a half on loop, and I forgot that the loop was on and the sound was off.
Yo ass is a bot. You boosted
Dude, I fully was like, I'm like, there's no way it's just on that much. Just no way.
You boosted Ariana streams.
Now I'm like, Ariana Grande was on SNL, and she did this skit where she's like this intern at this musical label. I think what's Jay-Z's label?
Rockefeller.
Is that what it's called? I thought it was like Wave or like something like that.
Oh, you're talking about Tidal.
Tidal, yes, Tidal Wave, yeah, boy. So Jay-Z had Tidal, and so the skit is her being an intern at Tidal, and the streams are going down, and they're like, oh no, we just lost Mariana Grande. Yeah, we just lost Mariah Carey. What do we do? And she's like, I can stand in, and she'll just start singing a song impersonating Mariah Carey.
Getting them notes.
Yeah, so it's funny. He said like you were boosting the streams because she was like, we gotta keep the streams going. That's what I'm thinking about. I used to watch SNL actually back in the day. It's a really weird thing because like a lot of it's not funny, but some of them, a lot of it's not funny.
But they all have hits.
Yeah.
Right. It was definitely one of those things that like built its name on like the olden days.
Yeah, for sure. There's still like a lot of the veterans are actually leaving now, but that's lore to get into a different time.
And that's the ADHD I'm saying.
True that, man. What were your top artists of the year?
Well, my number one artist is an artist named Kim Petras. Are you aware who Kim Petras is?
Isn't she on that song by Sam Smith that everyone's playing right now?
Yes, Unholy. Banger, by the way.
Yeah, it's a really good song, but I've heard it probably 800 million times. Right now, Unholy's getting killed to the ground, and what is that name of the song? The Megan Trainor song?
Is it Made You Look?
Yeah, Made You Look. And Made You Look is really, like, they're playing it a lot, so it's kind of hard to take it seriously, but I think Unholy is actually a pretty decent song, and I think Made You Look is kind of a fun song, too.
I got a petty gripe with Megan Trainor.
Really? What's that?
No, I don't know. I've had a slight problem ever since she said she was bringing booty back. I was like, I like All About That Bass. I used to listen to that song, and then I heard she said she was bringing booty back, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Number one, Booty been back.
I was gonna say, is it because Booty's been back?
How dare you take credit for that?
Hey man, I mean Justin Timberlake, I'm bringing sexy back.
Yeah, but he was bringing sexy back though, so you know.
Oh Lord,
No,
oh Lord,
I'm
forgive
joking.
us all.
I'm joking.
Jesus.
No, yeah, it's like I said, it's petty and it's not a real issue. It's just funny every time I hear Megan Trainor's name. That's what I think of
Yeah, I
because
got you.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, you know she's married to the Spy Kid.
She's married to Junie Cortez.
Yeah, dude, she's married to the Spy Kid.
No,
She
I'm the
is, she is,
guy.
and she has kids with him too.
That's crazy. Shouts out
Yeah,
to
can
that
you
man,
believe it?
Junie Cortez.
Hey,
I digress.
we digress for sure.
Indeed. So my top artist of the year was Kim Petras.
Kim Petrol,
Yeah.
as a British know her.
I was about to just smooth past that. I didn't
That's
even
so
notice what you
dumb.
just said. You just
That was so dumb.
That's
I couldn't
crazy.
stop
Oh my
myself.
gosh. But no, I discovered her like last year. She made this like Halloweeny, like spooky album. She's also a DJ.
Oh really? Did people gas her up?
No, so my ex showed me her, and I was like, I fell in love with the music off top. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was a lot of the stuff was like spooky, eerie, and then she can really sing. So I was like, okay, I fuck with it. And then I found some other shit, and I was like, okay, this is really good too. And then I found her actual niche. So like she makes a lot of like regular music, but like a lot of the stuff that she pushes is not regular. A lot of it's pretty raunchy, pretty
Oh really?
explicit, pretty. Me being who I am and what I look like, you would not think I listen to Kim Petras as much as I do.
You look like a guy who listens to raunchy music.
When I say raunchy, I don't think you understand what I mean by. She has a song
Oh
named
shit,
Throat
dude.
Goat.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
She has a song named XXX. She has an artist, or not artist, an album named Slut Pop. So that
Really?
kind of gives you a feel for the type of music she makes.
Dude,
Slut Pop.
loves lyricism. Favorite album of the year, Slut Pop.
It's crazy. And again, I only like a few songs from Slut Pop because I'm not the target audience. You know what I mean? I'm not a bad bitch who's interested in like
Duh, come on.
celebrating. There's a definite
Come on.
audience for it. I'm not shaming them at all. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy, do what you do. The music's there, the music's good. You know what I'm saying? I can tell for the artist, for the audience it's intended for, it's hitting the mark. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey.
Hey, go stupid, go crazy.
But I think Kim Petras might really be my favorite artist out right now.
That's so crazy, dude. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Also, you are a bad bitch, man. Come
No,
on.
I'm not denying that either. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm not the target audience. Also, Kim Petras is an artist for the gays mainly. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For what reason? How are you for the gays and it's called Throat Goat? What?
I don't mean like strictly for the gays. You know how like communities kind of claim
Oh,
artists.
like an icon. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like one of those. And
He's not actually gay.
she's trans.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
That's great. That's cool. That's awesome.
yeah. But no, she's amazing. I love her.
That's cool. I've never heard of her before Sam Smith's Unholy. So,
Yeah.
but I was thinking about trying to check into her, but I just kind of got distracted. Again, YouTube Shorts, man, doom scrolling for life, dog.
Right.
I was like, oh, she has a really nice voice, and I remember thinking that. Now I'll have to check out Flip Hop for sure.
Number one, I would tell you to check out the album Transylvania before Slut Pop.
Okay, all right, okay.
But if you're trying to go directly into Slut Pop, don't let me stop you. You know.
Hey, dude, hey. I'm a bad bitch too, dog. Come on.
Hey, go crazy. Yeah. So Kim Petras is my number one artist.
Awesome. All right.
Number two is
Sorry.
Number two. Burger King foot lettuce.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, dog.
Number two.
Oh
Why the fuck bro sound like that?
Number two. Burger King foot lettuce.
Number two. All right. Number two is Jaleel.
Jaleel, okay.
Do you know who Jaleel is?
I feel like I've heard.
I felt if you saw Jaleel, you'd know who the fuck. He's a big fucking buff black guy who does backflips.
I definitely think I would remember for sure.
He has like viral videos of him just like being big, being buff, being black, ripping his fucking t-shirts off and doing backflips and shit like that.
The triple B's, damn.
Yeah, no, I love him though. He's like super positive, has great energy, and his song is just like hype.
What's your number one song from him?
Art. Dive In.
Okay.
It's either Dive In or Mercy.
Oh, I'm about to.
No, it's definitely not. Oh, I'm about to dive in.
Trey Songz. Oh my god.
It's not that. It's super hard, super grindy type of like fast-paced banging hip hop.
Really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, if you guys have not caught on, one thing that really kind of characterize Don's and I's friendship is our inability to let a song reference go by us without doing it.
Oh yeah, no, we gotta sing. You gotta sing it
You
out.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Number three, and your favorite song from them?
Number three
Number
is,
three.
and here we get into foreign waters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh snap! Is it
Now,
the KPZ?
I'm a guy who likes to experiment with different things. Now, last year I got into K-pop.
Okay,
Now, let me tell you, I fucking love K-pop. I love it.
dude, I
You know
love
what I
that for you,
mean?
man.
It's kind of crazy. I hyper fixated on it, kind of crazy at first. It was like the only thing I was listening to for a while.
How did it start?
I fell into a crazy rabbit hole, bro. My ex would listen to a couple K-pop songs here and there, but she wasn't really into it like that. And then I heard one of the songs, like, that's kind of hard. And I remember like one singular K-pop song I'd listened to when I was back in the city where we met, Boom Baya by Blackpink.
Boombaya. Okay.
And it was around the time Blackpink had first come out. And now if we talk about Blackpink, they're like probably like the biggest K-pop group out right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they have like 2 or 3 videos that have like billions of plays on YouTube.
Dude, that's
Like
crazy.
no, I think it's like 3 or 4 actually, like billions.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, no. That being said, I went on a crazy kick. I listened to one song and then listened to another song, then another song. And me, I don't know about you, but on YouTube, I like to watch reaction videos. I know some people kind of criticize people who watch reaction videos. I don't care. I watch reaction videos.
That's my top genre when I go on YouTube for sure.
100%. I would watch a bunch of reaction videos just to get, see how people felt about it, see the different reactions, see this and that. And then, that only deepened my love for it, because it was almost like I fell into the community aspect of it immediately.
That's a huge part of K-pop. It's just like the
Right.
crazy like effect it has. It's like worldwide. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The fandoms are just like, that they're insane for one. I can't really subscribe to the fandom aspect of it and like off rip to like put a label on myself and say like, oh yeah, this is what I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blackpink's name for their fandom is Blinks. Immediately I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm a Blink, because
I'm
that
a
just sounded
Blink.
so fucking corny to me at first. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
but as time went on, I was like, man, fuck it, I'm a Blink.
Hey, fuck it, man. You Blink.
But no, that almost makes it seem like Blackpink is the artist I'm introing as my number 3 for the year, and it's not.
Oh,
That's just the backstory.
damn.
But okay, so
Plot twist. Plot twist.
So number 3 for me is aespa. Favorite song from them this year was Girls. This song is kind of like one of those, like, it's one of those songs that it bangs pretty hard. It has some rock elements. The vocal aspects of it are amazing. I just think it's a really well put together song.
Cool, sweet. Back in the day, middle to high school, and I was just kind of having more people to talk to, just kind of chatting it up and finding hobbies or whatever. I think one of the members from one of the bands I was like paying attention to, and I was really bummed out about it. But then people were really brutal. They were really shitty about it too. And I was like, you know what? I don't really know if I want to stick around and keep watching this kind of thing happen. Like, I know it's not all K-pop fans, but I just know that it has the capacity to get like crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I still go back from time to time and listen to songs, and I know the value, and I know how crazy it can get, and I know how much talent is in that circuit. But it's cool to see that you were able to find K-pop. It's a really like a whole community, like you said.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And it's funny because to a certain extent that's one of the most alluring parts about K-pop, but it's also one of the biggest turnoffs about K-pop.
Right. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Right. So it's like you said, the fans get so crazy and it does get toxic. And then the other side to the coin is like you get to talk about your perspectives on the music and the artists with other people, you know what I'm saying, who also listen to them. And like the only thing is, like, in the community, these people are kind of like idolized, right? They're literally called idols, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like they're kind of put on a pedestal, but that's like the culture of it. And that's the only real thing I kind of like that makes me uncomfortable, because I don't really do that with anyone, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a person who like advocates for like celebrities and people of that nature to like be seen as regular people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm not just a fan of like idolizing these people and putting these people on pedestals because they have a lot of money and make good music. You know what I mean? These are people with vices and flaws and stuff like that. Like, I don't think these are necessarily role models just because of the effect they have through their music. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I totally agree on that 100%. You see people who are like child stars and like Orlando Brown. That fame really fucks you up when you drop off. You sometimes you can drop off really hard. So I totally subscribe to that thing where like celebrities are just regular people with
Exactly.
money. So it's just like, that community really draws you in, but it's also could be a thing that really,
Right.
really takes you out of the experience and enjoyment of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And my number 4 is an artist I think you'll absolutely love just from the type of music that I know you listen to.
Cool, sweet.
Her name is Davita. Okay, so me being a man from Chicago, the community that we have within the city is kind of like anybody from Chicago that I see out in the public. I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? If I hear you're from Chicago, I want to see you win automatically. I mean, I want to see everybody, but you get what I'm saying.
I totally get it.
So Davita's from Chicago. She's a Korean American, but I'm pretty sure she's signed through a K because I discovered her through K-pop, but she doesn't really give me the K-pop feel. She's from Chicago, so she speaks like she's fluent in English. She grew up here, you know what I mean?
She speaks Chicagoan. I got you.
So it's like a lot of her music just gives me like straight up Western. It's like
Okay.
R&B, really, you know what I mean? My favorite song from her has to be I got 3.
My first song is 3. 3
Because I
songs.
fucking love Davita. I was surprised she was my number 4 artist. I'm not gonna lie. I listen to a lot of fucking Davita.
Okay, interesting.
One song is called Show Me. Amazing song, amazing vocals. Another song is called Eat Your Heart Out, Buddy Kane. Very short, but it's the intro song to the album that's the same name. But even still, it's amazing. And then the other song is called Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
And this song is probably the song. It's my number 2 song of the year. She's amazing. She has an amazing voice. I love everything about her. She's great.
Cool.
And my number 5 is another K-pop group, Stray Kids.
All right. I don't think I've heard of them.
They're pretty huge right now too.
Really?
Yeah. The thing with them is they're super talented because they have a lot of people in the group that helps with the music making process and not just the singing, and you know what I mean.
Gotcha. The production side.
They produce their own shit, they write their own shit, they, you know what I mean, they got crazy rappers, singers, dancers. That's one thing I really respect about K-pop is the dancing aspect of it.
Oh, dude, that's so crazy. Have you ever just tried to sing and just walk normally?
Bro, that shit's tough.
Cause you're like a fish out of water, dog. You're gasping for air. Well, I am at least.
Exactly, bro. And they dance. Not only do they dance like they do actual fucking moves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I respect that. You know what I mean? And my favorite song for Stray Kids, probably it's either Thunderous or Levanter.
Okay.
Everything that I listen to from Stray Kids is just it's all great. You know what I'm saying? I recommend it.
That's really cool. You have such a variety in your top 5.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I listen to a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like it's pretty spread out.
How many genres did you listen to this year?
I think it said like 30.
30? Okay.
Yeah, which is I don't know if that's high or low or not, but
I think my genres this year was like 56 or something like that.
damn. See, I just blinked out hard as fuck.
I heard it for sure. I was like, oh no.
But no, yeah, that's my top 5 artists of the year.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
it's for the most part it was pretty predictable, but the only one that kind of threw me off was Espa. But then it made sense when I thought about it.
Okay, fair enough.
What about you? What's your top 5 and your favorite song from them?
Top artists. So I am an Asian American individual. And one of my top genres is country. Part of my enjoyment of that is you don't hear very many Asian people listen to country. That's just not a thing, you know?
No, that's interesting.
Yeah. So actually my roommate last year, he was like, "Hey, so did you like grow up listening to country music?" And I'm like, "No." So how did you find it? And I was like, honestly, it's just like a matter of circumstance. Funny enough, when we were working at the job that I met Don at, I was working in a different department at first, and it was just maybe 5 or 6 people in that department. And again, very repetitive job, very harsh labor in terms of like how many hours you have to work. Because a lot of times we work 12 hours, 16 hours. You remember those days, Don?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that place was like easily over 90 degrees, even sometimes 100 degrees in a concrete building with no air conditioning. It was brutal.
It was crazy.
So we would listen to music to pass the time, and at the time I had this like kind of stand-in lead, and she would only ever play screamo or country.
What the fuck?
Exactly. So I had my choice of the two. So she'd be like, "Okay, what are we listening to today?" And I was like, "Oh, let's listen to country." At first, it was kind of like, what do you call that? Like Stockholm syndrome. But after a while, I think once I started giving it a chance, because I was always like country music. There's like kind of like a impression of people who listen to country music sometimes that they're very like America. And I don't know if I subscribe to that as an African American Asian individual. once I realized that, hey, that's just a stereotype. That's not reflective in the music. I gave it more of a shot because of the the strict choice of one or the other. I actually ended up really liking country music. I started slowly picking it up. So my top artists are reflective of that.
For sure. It's you know what's funny? You said you kind of chose country over screamo. I feel like I would choose screamo over country any day of the week.
I believe that. I believe that.
Because I feel like screamo got some bangers sometimes, but country, man, it's hard to find the bangers in country for me.
I think it's just a matter of like being willing to give it a shot and feeling out your subgenre of that bigger overarching genre. At that time, I never was really about it ever. Never would want to give it a chance at all. But once I really didn't have a choice but to kind of just listen to it, I found like there's a lot of things I didn't like, but there's also a few things I was like, you know what, I can kind of see why this appeals to people. And I think the more that I sat there and was like, hey, I can see the appeal here. I can see where people are coming from. I can see why people resonate with this. I think the more that I thought about that in that aspect or in that type of way, it gave me a better understanding, a little more openness to try the music. And after a while, it just became something that I enjoyed. This is the thing about country, right? Everyone says, I listen to all types of music. And then they always go, oh, but not country.
That happens every time.
Everybody says that. And I'm like, okay, whenever I hear someone say that, oh, this is every type of music. I go, do you really? And they go, yep. And I go, do you listen to country? They go, nope. And I'm like, but so then you don't. What are you talking about?
For me, I would say country is my least favorite genre, but I still listen to some country songs.
Yeah, so that's the thing about it. Like I can respect everybody's got different tastes. That's obvious.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm not like needing people to listen to country music.
No, yeah, just be honest about it.
Yeah, it's good enough for me to just listen to it for myself. But like when people are so abhorrently strongly against trying a genre just because I don't really, respect that as much as a person who listens to a lot of music.
No, yeah.
If you listen to all the genres and you skip out country, then you're not listening to all the genres, dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, especially in music, I mean, this happens in life, but especially in music, you see it a lot where it's popular to hate something.
Like, I don't need people to listen to country music. I enjoy my music. Other people enjoy the music. I can respect that. But I respect people more when they're like, I don't like it, but I'm willing to give it a shot, or I have tried it. Then I would respect that. Then I would say that's valid. But if you're sitting there, you never tried it, and you kind of claim to just be a connoisseur of all music, I'm like, that's cap, honestly.
Right, because it's like, how can you have an opinion on something and you haven't experienced it?
Yes. Recently, I've been trying to expand my musical parameters a little bit. Started following this artist. I was listening to her and I was like, wow, that has to be insane on your vocal cords. How does someone even train themselves to sing like that? That's insane.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to train to where it doesn't fuck you up for life.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. It's a technical skill to do screamo.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And the more I listened to that and focus on that, I was listening to the lyrics, listening to the way that they're singing. I added probably like 5 or 6 songs from her to my list. It's this very small start, but it's a start, So that's the thing about it. Is like, have you tried it? One of my friends on my Discord server, what?
Discord server.
Discord server. One of my friends that's on the Discord server that I'm on, she listens to, her favorite artist is Carly Rae Jepsen. She's in top 0.5% of Carly Rae Jepsen fans.
That's surprising.
She religiously listens to her favorite artist of all time, pretty much.
Really?
She's like, country music, no. And I'm like, but have you tried it? No. And I gave her a couple songs, and I was like, you know what? I totally respect it, but curious to hear your impression as someone who doesn't like the genre. So I sent her a couple links, and she was like, oh, this one's okay. All right, this one's not as bad. I was kind of scared about the title because it sounded like very nationalist. And then the third song I sent her, I don't know if you know it, Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton.
I don't think so, no.
It's a rendition that he does. The emotions in his voice are insane. He has a crazy vocal riffs. I sent her that song and she was like, okay, this song's actually really good. As time went on, she would eventually get to a point where she asked me to start a playlist for her of country music that she could try and listen to and just kind of pick out what she likes.
So
I literally
do you actually have a playlist worth of country music that you listen to?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
And the difference is just giving it a shot. Like if you don't like it, totally cool. But did you try it though? Did you honestly give it a good spin?
Right. I mean, it's always respectable to be true to yourself and be like, okay, if I don't like this, I don't like this. That's always respectable. But what I find less respectable is to say you don't like something and you don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, totally. I think if you're a music lover, I think you're there to like music for the music. You're not there to like it because of the label attached to it or whatever. So yeah, as someone who is stereotypically probably not what you imagine a country music listener looks like,
Right.
I enjoy it a lot, and I like saying it a lot because people always give me the same look. But that all being said, top artists are Luke Combs, I really like songwriting. A lot of it is really personal and very relatable. One of the songs I showed my friend KP is a song called Even Though I'm Leaving. So Even Though I'm Leaving is a song where the premise of it is it's an evolving chorus. So in the song, like the chorus, it talks about like when he was a kid, he was scared about monsters underneath his bed, and his dad was like, even though I'm leaving, I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be next door. The next part is him leaving for the military. It goes, even though you're leaving, because his dad is talking to him and he's leaving. Luke Combs is leaving his dad. He's like, even though you're leaving, I'll be right there with you. And then it's his dad passing away, and he's on his deathbed talking to Luke Combs. They're talking, and he's like, don't be scared, even though I'm leaving, I'll always be there with you. The meaning changes slightly each time the chorus comes around, and it really makes an impactful song. I showed that to KP actually, and she cried, and that's like one of her favorite songs off the playlist. It incites a lot of emotions. The way he composes it and the way he sings is really personable. That's a really good song. Probably one of my favorites from him. I think he's been to my top artist at least 2, maybe even 3 times. Really like him. Sure. Morgan Wallen is another country artist. He's more of a contemporary country artist. He does some kind of like mixes where it's like a little bit more leaning into hip hop in some aspects. He's a really distinct voice, and I think one of the cool things about country music is that you can hear kind of like the dialects or like the accents is what you'd call it in like normal speech. So I find it interesting to hear how that translates into music. Just like British people when they sing, they just like lose the accent most of the time, but you can hear his southern drawl when he sings. He's also really skyrocketing in the country music charts, and he has been for the last couple of years. John Party is a little more still country. He's a little bit more like he wears cowboy hats, he has boots, he's that guy, that image,
the flannel and the boots.
But one of my favorite songs from him is Tequila Little Time. So it's spelled tequila as in the drink, little time, and the chorus goes, I want tequila little time with you, a little shot and a lime will do. And that's one of the things he specializes in. It's just like really clever, really fun double entendre kind of lyrics. He's also very much more of like fiddle in it. He has like steel, he has the drums. He has aspects of the music that are traditional to more of the older generation of country. So
are all of your top 5 artists country?
No, they're not. Yeah, they're not. You'd think so, but no. I knew that no way was country being touched on at all in your part. I was like, yeah, don't worry. I'll get to my part, we'll hit on it for sure. One of the things I really like country for is that it's the storytelling aspect of it. It's not just like talking about experience or emotion. It's like they paint to you a whole story, like the Luke Combs thing that gives you a whole storyline. One of the oldest country songs I ever listened to was a song called Don't Take the Girl. Do you know that song by Tim McGraw?
I don't think so.
So it's his dad talking to him, and he's going on a fishing trip, but then the girl next door shows up, and he's like, why are we taking this girl? Don't take the girl. And he's like, give her a chance, it'll be fun. The next time they sing, they're in high school, they're dating now, and this guy is holding them up by a knife point or a gun point or something like that. And he's like, take everything I've got, but just don't take the girl. And then the last time he sings, she's giving birth to their daughter, but she's going to pass away.
Oh my gosh.
There are complications, and she's going to pass away in childbirth. And he's on his knees praying to God, being like, I'll give you everything I have. I'll give you the breath that you gave me. Just don't take this girl. It's storytelling. Actually, Don't Take the Girl is the very first song that I ever heard that's country music that I was like, whoa, this is really unlocks a different like feeling inside of me, like a different emotion.
Touches the inner emo.
Yeah, yes, for sure. For sure. For you, it'd be the inner screamo. But yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been an emo boy at heart since I was a young child.
What the hell? Do you know what TikTok sound going on around? I kill my mom, gonna kill my head.
I want to kill my mom. Yeah, it was this little kid.
What is that about?
It was this little kid who he threw on a bunch of like makeup and a bunch of like chains and like, you know, dressed up like super goth. I think the kid's like 5.
Yeah.
He's like walked into like the kitchen with his family. He's like, I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad. Just like acting goth and acting like super emo, just like
That's
crazy.
So funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I seen the video, but I just didn't know the context of it. I just saw a part where he was just a kid in the chains or something, being like, "Oh, kill my mom," and I was like, "What the fuck is going on in TikTok, dude?"
It's a crazy place.
But we're gonna move on to artist number 4, who is not country. It's Khalid. I'm sure everybody knows him.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I've only ever had 2 CDs in my car, one being Sweet Sexy Savage by Kehlani. Of course, that's the concert story we talked about the first time. Oh, yeah. Second is American Teen by Khalid. I don't know, his voice is it has a really rich tone to it. His beats are pretty catchy to me, to be honest, and he's collaborated with a bunch of different people. I recently got back into him. There was like a year where he was my top artist. So yeah, Khalid.
Oh, yeah.
And then my 5th artist is Cody Johnson, and he's another country artist. His backstory is that he used to be in rodeo. So a lot of his music is like Texas country music, has a different sound than like Tennessee country music or anything else. A really great singer. He has really nice baritone.
You know, I can respect it. I like to say music is one of my favorite like parts about being alive in general. I'll never, shit on anybody's taste in music, because it's like the emotions that people feel when they listen to music and theirs alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like trying to sway people to view music the way that you do. I think it's a dead mission. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. People have their own experiences. People have their own thoughts. People are their own people. So like, I'll always value people's opinions on music because it's important. That being said, it is surprising to hear four out of your top five artists is country, especially seeing as like, well, I guess not too long ago you weren't that big in the country. So it's like it's funny to see the turnaround. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I think part of it is like I think what's I'd say most people that I know don't give it a shot. So I'm going into country being like I might like this, but knowing literally nothing about it. So I really kind of took it up upon myself to really just try to delve in, and I'm discovering I like pretty much like the whole thing. I like country as a general genre. I enjoy it. I think it's part of the reason why it's such predominantly one genre. Like I said, I listened to 56 genres this year. Last year I hit like 76 or something like that. But it's because I'm trying to explore it more, really kind of how that happened. But yeah, I started on it. I have no regrets. I enjoy it a lot. I probably have like one friend that's like decently into it. But like Jeremy likes country music, and when I'm on a road trip and we're singing "Life Is a Highway," that's all I need, man. That's all I need.
Yeah. Shouts out to Rascal Flats.
Rascal Flats or Flasco Rats.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised that Givian wasn't higher on my list or one of my top artists. You know who that is?
Oh yeah. The only song I really know from him is a Heartbreak Anniversary.
Yeah, Heartbreak Anniversary obviously is a big one. He has that really, really, really super rich dark tone.
Yeah, he has a smooth voice.
Yeah, as soon as he starts singing, you're like, "Whoa, what the shit?" Have you seen that America's Got Talent clip of that dude and he's a black guy and they're up on there and he's like getting ready to sing and he doesn't say what song he's gonna sing. He just starts singing and it's maybe lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Have you seen that one?
I don't know why my brain defaulted to that. I don't think I've seen that video, but for some reason I knew that's what you were gonna say.
It's so crazy, and you know it's crazy because the next like six shots, just different audience members being like, "No way, this black guy singing fucking country, no way."
What the fuck?
But it's like that really rich tone. Gideon has
Right.
that, and he has a really nice voice. Still pretty new to the music
Mm.
world, but he has a really super great voice. I think he can go pretty cool places. I'm excited to see what's up.
Balloons are deflated. Guess they look lifeless like me.
I don't wanna let you out my head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His voice is nice.
yes, sir. But yeah, so I'm surprised Gideon wasn't further up.
Shout out that man.
That pretty much wraps up our Spotify Wrapped. As you guys know, music means a lot to both of us, as you guys have heard for the last hour or so, I'm sure. And it also means a lot to our friendship. So this was a nice episode to do.
Like Narilyn said, music is super important to us, and we appreciate it. What it's done for us, what it's done for our friendship, and just what it is in and of itself.
Don, you have any words to close us out on?
With the time of year being December, it's almost Christmas time. Being in the spirit of giving is what's paramount, right?
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, I got a gift for the people.
Really?
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate every listen. It's also important just to appreciate your position. Motherfuckers grow through music and everything it provides. Feed the mind, shit to build on is truly an exercise. Now, truly the best is I, unruly I testify, cartoon how you death defying, still trying to rectify the mistakes of the past. Told to owe me to kiss my ass. Hey, motherfucker, hit them 5 stars and hit them fast.
Okay, Don. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Christmas came early this year.
Low key.
And on that note, and actually those many wonderful notes, thank you, Don. And thank you guys for listening. This has been Juicebox on the Rocks. I'm Narilyn.
And I'm Don. And I'm going to keep saying it. Remember, put it in your brain. Make a mental note. Whatever you need to do, keep those juice boxes on the ice.
Until next time, stay frosty.
Stay frosty. Bye.